On 22nd August, workers made press statement against the dismissal of workers who were leading the unionization efforts at Altınsar Textile, where Öziplik İş Union is organizing. On 22nd August, a press statement was made in front of the Yataş factory in Kayseri to protest the dismissal of 14 workers who had joined the Disk Textile Workers Union. On 25th August, workers organized under Genel İş Union branch number 4 at Kartal municipality stopped work for half a day. They protested the non-payment of overtime wages, bonuses, and collective bargaining agreement rights for over a year, as well as the underpayment of July wages. On 25th August, over 500 public workers from the Tüm Yerel Union at Konak municipality stopped work for a day and held a press statement in front of the municipality. They demanded social balance compensation and other benefits that have not been paid since January. On 29th August, employees of the Social Aid and Solidarity Foundation, organized by the Kupiş Union, went on strike. The strike ended in victory on the 2nd of September. On the 30th of August, workers from the Şeker Union went on strike at Kütahya Sugar Factory, where collective bargaining negotiations that had been ongoing since March had failed to reach an agreement. The struggle of the workers, who went on strike for the first time in 30 years, ended with an agreement on the 6th of September. On the 1st of September, workers at Safin shipyard stopped work in response to unilateral changes made by the employer to their working conditions. Led by the Limter İş Union, the workers continued their resistance, demanding that bank promotions be paid directly into their accounts and that night shift differentials and weekend overtime pay be increased. On the 3rd of September, after the employer pledged not to alter working hours and to meet the workers' demands over time, the workers returned to work. Following the 2024 local elections, 29 workers dismissed by the AKP-run Şavşat municipality continue to protest in front of the municipality building, as they have not been reinstated despite winning their case. On the 4th of September, the authorized unions in the metal sector, Birleşik Metal İş and Turk Metal, announced their demands for the 2025 to 2027 Group Collective Bargaining Agreement with the Turkish Employers Association of Metal Industries, MES. Birleşik Metal İş demanded a 58.5% wage increase for the first 6 months, while Turk Metal proposed an average increase of 38% for the same period. On the 4th of September, workers at Tapet and Mensukat, who had organized under the Teksif Union, went on strike after the employer refused to negotiate. On 23 July, 223 workers dismissed by the Van Metropolitan Municipality, which is under the administration of a trustee, are continuing their protests led by the Disk Genel İş Union. On the 5th of September, the workers gathered at Fekhiye Tehran Park and marched to the Disk building. Workers from Kent AEŞ and Personnel AEŞ, affiliated with Karşıyaka municipality and organized under the Genel İş Union branch number 10, have been picketing in front of the municipal building since 28 July. They demanded payment of unpaid wages and rights arising their collective bargaining agreement. On the 10th of September, the workers went on strike. After the employer promised to make the payments on the 20th of September, they ended their action on the 11th of September. On the 9th of September, workers at Buçama, an affiliate of Buça municipality and organized under the Genel İş Union's İzmir branch number 6, went on strike to demand their unpaid wages and back pay. The workers stated that they will not return to work until their rights are fully paid. On September 1st, workers at Möbel AEŞ, an affiliate of Konak municipality and organized under the Genel İş Union number 5 branch, began a sit-in protest over the non-payment of half of their August wages, backdated collective agreement differences, and 2 months of food vouchers. The protest is ongoing. On 10th September, the workers whose demands had not been met stopped work for 1 day. Workers at Omsa Metal, organized under the Birleşik Metal İş Union Gebze branch number 1, launched a strike demanding recognition of their unionization rights and the reinstatement of 57 dismissed workers. The strike concluded with an agreement on its 70th day. On the 15th of September, the workers took their strike inside the factory. As a result of their determined stance, an agreement was reached on the additional compensation, notice payment, and severance pay that had been withheld.